G'day guys and welcome! My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder Extinction Curse, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure that features these wonderful, incredible, and amazing players who are my Patreons who help support the channel, keep me alive because I get to feed, I get to eat, and then I don't die. Welcome in guys, how are you all doing?
Yeah,
Good.
Right.
Woo!
Woo!
Amazing. All right. Well, guys, before we get started, let's take a moment to say thank you to all the cool people who helped bring our show here today. And that is this list of incredible and amazingly supportive sponsors, starting with Hero Forge, who, of course, are our artwork for most of our shows here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. If you like any of them, whether they're my VTTs that you can see on screen here, or these incredible arts that we use for our characters and NPCs, you can have these made in Hero Forge, and then not only that, you can have them 3D printed for you at home. If you have any characters that you'd like to see, or any characters that you would love to have for yourself, send me a message, and I'm more than happy to give you the file needed to be able to get one of these things made up for you. So there you go. Whether it's one of the characters or one of my bad guys, I've got a pretty good Strahd somewhere, all this sorts of stuff. Then yeah, just reach out. Next up, of course, Sirenscape for our beautiful series of sounds that we use throughout the course of the game. As you know, like every epic game needs to sound epic, and Sirenscape soundboard allows me to use a lot of tools at my disposal for a variety of different campaign settings and the like. So if you get a chance to, hey, consider signing up for it. And lastly, of course, our VTT of choice, Fantasy Grounds, which allows us to use all of the really cool assets that we have at our disposal to not only interpret things like our game system well, but to also not get bogged down in a ton of rules and things like that, because a lot of the stuff is in fact automated. When you can tame the right VTT, it always works, and for me, that VTT has always been Fantasy Grounds. So, let's now turn to our players and find out a little bit about them and their characters. Let's start with none other than our dear friend Schoolie. Schoolie, can you tell us about your character? And let's ask, what was the last thing Schoolie fondly remembers having drunk?
Okay, so I'm Scully, playing Harlanot, who loves introducing everyone, and usually doesn't say too many bad words, apart from last week. Last thing, probably a little nip of whiskey from a flask.
All right, I like that. I like that. Brilliant. Same question to our next amazing character. This is Avarian, who plays the role of Walter the Fortune Teller. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Très bien.
C'est bien. I'm Variancier. I play Walter Montague. He is the soothsayer and card reader and teller of fortunes in the circus. And the last thing Walter would have fondly remembered drinking is a nice fortified wine at a dinner provided by one of his patrons back 10 or 20 years ago.
Okay, I love that. That is amazing. Next up, we have none other than the amazing Sean playing the role of Arturo. Same question. Tell us about yourself and what the last thing you drank was.
Yeah, so Arturo is an acrobat of the circus. He hasn't performed that yet. but he will. And he does not drink alcohol because that's, something that he doesn't want to get into, messes with his coordination. So the most interesting thing that he would have drank is actually kind of a hard question. He drank this weird, bubbly, sugary mix that someone called a soda, which was kind of weird.
Nice. I like that. All right. Next up, playing the role of the inventor Meisha is our dear friend Rock. Rock, same question. What do you got?
What do I got? What did I drink, actually last?
Well, I mean, Meisha drank last.
Huh?
What did Meisha drink last?
Oh, what did Meisha drink last? Okay. Maybe, some water. Yeah, because,
Some cool, refreshing water.
Have you seen, she doesn't drink much. She thinks alcohol, messes her, thinking mind to make inventions. So she doesn't, so the last thing she drank was probably water.
Sure. I love that. Nothing like a cool glass of aqua vita. All right, and last but certainly not least, playing the role of Naomi is, Naomi the Summoner Magician is none other than our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion. Neil.
Hello. Last thing, Naomi would have drank? Well, I guess, so she doesn't really drink as well, but when she does, it kind of helps with the imagination a little bit via illusion, with her illusion magic. But I think the last fond drink she would have had was when she would have shared a drink with Callisto and the McClover gang when they had the 1v1 fight, the 1v1 bar fight, and they barely survived and won.
Fair.
Champion drink would have been the most fond drink of hers. Just a simple beer.
Yeah, I like that.
A beer of a winner.
Yeah, the winner's beer. All right. Well, before we kick off, there's one last person we need to thank, of course, and that is, of course, you guys in the audience. Thank you so much for being here, for being a part of the show, and for watching. We know that you can do a lot of things with your time, and for you to choose to spend your time here means so much to us that we here at the Dale's the Gamer channel love to include you in all the fun that we do. If you wish to participate, there are a number of things you can do to enjoy the game as we play. Just by being here and watching, you earn channel points. Subscribers earning channel points a little quicker. You can use these channel points to do a whole bunch of really cool stuff with the channel points you'll find at the bottom of the chat. They can do things like grant inspiration to our players, give them insight bonuses if you think they're a little lost, magic items, divine healing, divine intervention, tons of really, really cool options there for you guys to enjoy. We will be reviewing them sometime after Gen Con, which, so stay tuned for some changes there. But yeah, there are lots of really, really cool ways that you guys can just, watch and enjoy and participate. But for those of you who are kind and generous, who are able to help support Dag a little bit in his journey and adventures as a professional game master, there are a number of direct rewards that you can use to influence the game. For $5, you can award a hero point, which are these little red marks, to our players, or jinx points to myself. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points are pretty much the opposite. They can be used to counter hero points, make complications happen, or give a villain a final stand. We haven't used that one yet, but maybe one day. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks that we have right here that are available for purchase through Paizo. The first is a plot twist deck, where I will draw a random plot twist and apply it to the game as we are going. For the $10, if you want instead, I can draw a heroic action card, which is literally just kind of like this special one-off action. Like, here's one for you. Shoot through. When you are about to make a ranged attack roll, if the path of the strike goes through another creature's space before reaching the target, that target is flat-footed and you make an attack against them, and the creature does not provide any cover to the target that you made. So, like literally stuff like that. You just get extra bonuses for my heroes. For $20, you give someone the coveted golden natural 20, which is a natural 20, which you can use at your discretion. For $50, we will add a boss buff, making an encounter more difficult, or provide a player of your choice a magic item. This can be an item that they choose, that you choose, or you can help work towards a particular set of items or of things that are working on. Right now, the magic item set is Harlanot's side band that is currently traveling with him, which currently comprises of a skeletal bard. There is another individual which Scully has yet to decide on, and we potentially can have up to 5 of these individuals traveling with Harlanot. So we are 1 of 5 down. Well, 2 of 5 technically, but yeah.
And Human is currently back in the circus.
Human is currently back in the circus looking after
Oh
things.
yeah.
Human is a skeleton who plays the saxophone or saxophone. All right. Lastly, we have our secret menu item. The secret menu item is a $100 donation, which comes with a massive thank you, and of course, a huge support to what I'm doing with everything. Right now, we are doing a fund to help fix Dag's computer, which is currently well and truly on its way, which is amazing. So hopefully, I will be able to afford a new computer sometime in the near future, which would be amazing. It's Tony, thank you so much for the donation, you wonderful and supportive human. I will get to those in just a moment. But the secret menu item. The secret menu item. So our heroes are currently going through the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning, a druid temple that currently houses a number of lightning-wielding druids throughout this area. There's also a bunch of like saber-toothed frogs and things like that. But there is a creature which I am a very, very big fan of. I have always loved this beast. It is one of my all-time favorites, and I will have it lurking in the chambers. I will have it there, like Harry Potter and the Basilisk. It'll be slithering around, causing mischief. It is a creature known as a Bahia. So, if we get the $100 secret menu item, the group will have to encounter a Behir that has been captured and tormented by the Hermitage of the Blessed Lightning because it is a angry bull and needed to be taken away from the herd or the little clutch that it was in, and has grown into a very angry and aggressive Behir. So that is the secret menu item. Let me see if I can show you a picture of a Behir as well. Here we go. There it is. So this beautiful thing. Look at it.
Whoa.
Boom.
That's not a bull.
It's got horns. Look, it's got the big horn. But yes, this is a Behir, and this will be lurking somewhere in our dungeon. Oh, did we lose someone? Who did we lose?
Yeah, we lost Sean.
Yeah, we lost Sean.
All right.
Do you want me to
well.
quickly?
Yes, that would be most helpful. Thank you. All right. Can we hug that? Yes, of course. We can absolutely hug things. I am all about the hugs, except when you have the Rona. If you have the Rona, no hugs. Okay. All right. Let us. So 3 Jinx points for Dag. Oh, you bloody legend. Thank you, Tony. I miss having Jinx points. 3 hero points for Naomi. Oh,
Yeah.
Look at you, Naomi. Just getting your hero points on. There we go. Let's see.
Thank you, Tony.
1, 2, and where's your 3rd one? There it is. 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So there you go. You have your hero points and 3 hero points for Arturo. All right. So 1, 2, 3 hero points for Arturo, and 1 hero point for Meisha. Look at that. Boom. All right. And look at that.
Yeah.
Everyone's got 3 hero points. Thank you so much, Tony. You are incredible. And also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give a big warm welcome to our friend Vahid over at Dice Legends. Always a great time, guys. If you haven't had a chance to, go check out Dice Legends. They are a group of amazing storytellers and songwriters and musicians over at our dear friend's channel, where they are a New Zealand group of performers, content creators, and amazing, amazing people. I've featured on their show a couple of times, and it is always a blast. Welcome in. Please, relax, sit, unwind. Grab yourself a beverage. I know I am. It's a vanilla Coke. I haven't had a Coke in a while.
My favorite.
Is it? Nice. Wait, this is just for you guys. You ready? You ready? Ready? Here we go. Love that sound. Okay. So anyway, McClover tipping in with the $50. McClover, you lost connection? Oh, that's okay. Well, let me know what you want, and we'll get that squared away. As for our adventure. Well, that was the circus music that I'd queued up for while we were talking. That didn't happen. So, on the beach, at the edges of the town of Abberton, we find our heroes nestled in a small shed, getting some well-needed respite as they attempt to recover after their first invasion of the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning. Now, for those who are joining us for the first time, our heroes are actually a group of circus performers who were chased out of their role as performers in the town of Abberton and instead took on the mantle of being heroes in order to try and earn a little bit of money. This money has gone a long way so far and has ingratiated our heroes into the town and has made them far more popular than the circus that supposedly had the rights to perform there. After a few altercations here and there, our heroes managed to convince the town mayor that they can be of help in the battle against a group of druids that have been tormenting the town, known as the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning. Our heroes have helped in a number of different ways. They stopped a swarm of bees from attacking a small child. They managed to put at rest a conflict between some bandits who were being attacked by wild animals, stopped a wild boar from destroying an orchard, tons of really, really cool things that they did to help the town. But now they are engaged in their final confrontation. They are now at the home base of the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning, and hopefully will manage to overthrow the leaders who are hell-bent on trying to destroy the town. Now, as the rain pelts down on the shed, the kitsune man by the name of Gabriel, who had shared the small space with you, wishes you well on your journey, and before he leaves, grants you a final sort of blessing, handing each of you a small fistful of bright red berries. He says, thank you for offering your shelter for the evening. Suffice to say that if I'd stayed outside, it probably wouldn't have been for the best. A warm place to rest was truly what I needed as I continue my search. But right there is some good berries. I figure if you are fighting off against some rather untoward druids, then perhaps this may be of some call to you. But travel safe, and with any luck, we'll encounter each other again someday.
I'm sure we will.
Be careful on your travels.
He smiles and nods before heading out into the rain. The storm itself, seeming to still be lingering overhead, it is difficult, but he manages to set upon his path, leaving you, our group of heroes, to return and continue your exploration. Now, unless there's something further you want to do?
How many good berries did he hand each of us?
One use.
Okay, so just one. Got it.
Was that one each, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to discuss before you head back in?
Hopefully the druids don't find out we've been staying here. I mean, it is kind of right next to them.
Well, they didn't attack us all during the night, so presumably they don't know that we're here.
They did not. Did we lose Rock?
We lost Rock.
Hold on.
Oh no.
You know what? You know what's really funny is I took off Matt from the layout, and yeah, we're now playing freaking hot seating.
I'll just keep the phone constantly in reach now.
All right.
After everything from what happened yesterday, I think I might keep Callisto back for a while and just help by throwing fire, and that might help me stay up a little bit more.
I was going to say, do you want to add Mesha to the group?
Oh yes, of course. All right.
But
I'm
yes,
mission now. Is that safe to do? I don't know how much you can. Like, I don't know what you can do as a part to what Callisto can do.
Well, Callisto can either punch things or throw fire, so. But after everything that's happened recently, I think maybe me and Callisto being in the back.
This is a
Would
very
be a little
clinical
better.
discussion. When I asked, did you want to discuss
Sorry,
anything? It was more about like, you know, the role play stuff, the story things, you know, like all that cool role playing thing that we do.
That is kind of
This is 'cause,
Like,
yeah.
like I have one good berry, but 4 pockets. Should I put it in my quick release pocket so that I can actually?
Okay, fine.
Allow me to.
I'm gonna-
Okay, you know what? No,
Okay,
this is on me.
can-
Oh, sorry.
I'll,
Yes.
I'll ask the question. How do you think Throvik fared getting back to the circus with the mayor in tow yesterday? I hope he made it safe.
Yeah,
He did get lost a couple of times when we tried to find him when we were fighting those. What were they? The boars, remember?
True,
Well,
but
the mayor
the
was
mayor-
conscious. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he'd be able to direct him back.
Yeah, the mayor could probably help him get back just fine. And he knows
I-
where
I
the
mean-
circus is too, so.
The mayor is aware of where the town is, so I'm assuming the directions wouldn't be a problem.
and the mayor did know. Yeah. Hopefully, nothing ambushed him on the way.
Yeah, that's
Well,
more
hopefully.
my concern.
Yeah.
I mean, the path was clear for us to get here and the mayor to get here before us. Didn't run into problems until we arrived here. So
True.
I'm fairly confident they're back in town.
With thoughts of the mayor and Throvrik in your mind as you enter back into the Hermitage, you can see the signs of death that you have left behind. No one's cleared the bodies yet. No one seems to have risen an alarm. It seems like your movements still are relatively unmonitored for the time being. As you make your way back towards the corridor, with the washroom directly below where you are, and these very, very beautiful, like, sort of sea stone gates, this is where you guys find yourselves once more.
Oh,
Hmm.
Do we
I don't have the
the
map.
shiny path?
The
Let's
shiny
click on
path.
your
Bigger doors seems a little scarier, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as well.
It might get us faster to where we need to be, so. But it could also mean more. I don't know.
I suppose I would ask, are these doors more glass that we can see through to see what's beyond the room? without
It's actually
opening?
no. It's like so. If you've ever seen sea glass is something
Right,
that has been
okay.
tumbled and kind of like exposed to a lot of salt and the like. It is very matted in color, but kind of has the appearance of almost like jade or like a blue-green marble kind of
Yeah,
texture.
fair enough.
Oh, also that one to the top, is that barricaded or?
The to the north leads to a area that has been boarded up.
Okay.
Like they're just, you know, boards.
Yeah,
Just, Yep.
Yeah, well, we might not find anyone that way if they are boarding it up to keep people, like, keep other people of, like, society out, so,
Well,
yeah.
Or
No, no.
or
if
no,
the
no,
boards
no.
are on
that
this
way
side,
we'll
are they
s-
keeping something in?
we'll
The
s-
boards are
That's
on this
also a
side.
good
They're
point.
not keeping society out. They're keeping something in.
True.
Maybe
True.
they'll sneak
True.
something. Maybe we'll sneak around them if we go that way.
I don't necessarily want to find out what they're keeping in there before we deal with them first. Because that
Well,
could
maybe
be
we can
potentially
politely
very
ask.
if it's
Excuse me, while we were raiding your
maybe.
temple, we discovered this boarded up door to the north. Please what kind of explain to us what's down there.
Yeah. Is it something
you
that you
cease
dislike?
hostilities if we
Because
dealt
then we'll
with it?
recruit it.
Gosh.
And then it turns out the wooden boards are two mimics that are just crossed over.
But they're very flat, so they're kind of immobile. Or they move like an inchworm. I like that. They move like an inchworm.
Boards that. Okay. But yeah, I agree though still with Harlanot to check out the fancy door.
All right. You make your way over to the west. You place your hands upon the cold glass in front of you. As you push it open, you find yourself in a magnificent gallery that glows with lights from several magical spheres that are set into 8 twisting pillars that stretch from the floor to the ceiling, 20 foot above. The ceiling depicts a cloudy storm tossed in a sky with a remarkable realism, the lights dancing across every facet, creating the scene of a storm. The floor covered with a mosaic tile that portrays the deepest depths of the ocean, complete with coral reef, seaweed beds, schools of fish, and more. A corridor leads away from the gallery, which you can see at the end of the room. There is also 2 other corridors to the north and south, and a door near the entrance where you had just arrived. The end door, the one at the furthest side of this massive gallery, is a massive bronze double door sculpted with the fantastic diorama of animals, all kinds of fish and sea creatures swimming amongst the ocean.
I kind of just freeze in awe. I'm like, this place is actually really beautiful if it wasn't for the people trying to murder us here.
Speaking of which,
Let's keep in mind, the mayor said that they used to be peaceful with the druids. And that has recently changed. And we have encountered demon folk in other locations around the city, around the town.
Yeah, it might be a possession or corruption sort of situation.
This place seems very fancy for druids.
Not all druids live in hovels.
and not all druids are welcoming of uninvited guests.
No, we are invited.
Stepping
I
out
might take it
from
right here.
behind one of the pillars, you see what looks to be a person wearing priestly robes of Gozray. She has a wild look in her eyes and holds a trident aloft.
Urge to make aerial jokes growing.
Hey, she's part of our world now. She has legs.
Yeah, okay, roll initiative. They're gonna kill you.
But I have a thingamabob for her right here to add to her What's It collection.
Yeah, I got a thing about Bright for you as well. It's gonna go straight into your goddamn kidneys. Let's do it. All right.
Oh gosh.
Those tridents usually end up in me. I don't want this.
Yeah, you're in the front.
All right. Walter, you were first on the initiative, followed by the priest.
Ah, crap. I don't get to go before the priest. Yeah, that's gonna end up in me.
So, Walter, you're up.
Yes, so I will hilariously cast Magic Weapon on Harlanot's loot. Or do you actually have a weapon?
Not one that I usually use.
The loot it is. What's the damage of your loot?
whatever an
Whack-a-mole
improvised
boots.
weapon is.
That will always be my weapon of choice in real life.
There you go.
Wow.
Then I will. Everyone will just. I don't actually have it memorized. I will cast guidance on Meisha.
Thank you.
And that's me.
All right. We then go to the priestess. The priestess is going to summon an elemental creature made of water.
Aw.
As a 2-action spell, she puts her hands together, and you watch as water pours from her palms and out onto the floor. As it does so, it begins to swell and roil and create the form of a cave fisher. For those of you who don't know what a cave fisher is, it looks like this.
Whoa.
It's a crab.
Basically, it's a crab.
Yeah.
However, it is called a cave fisher for a very good reason. And it is going to use its rather long, rather protruding tongue to attempt to stab at thee. Arturo. Ooh, that is a miss. Do I want to miss, though?
Yes.
It's a very long tongue.
Rapier versus tongue. All right.
You don't. You really don't want to miss.
No, missing is great.
No.
Let's try a
Believe
second.
me, I've
let's
done
try.
it. I've done it plenty of times.
Let's try a second attack. Oh, critical miss.
Ooh.
Now you really don't want a critical miss.
All right. Let's try. Give us a number between 1 to 5. It's trying to, as it's
yeah,
spitting
I'll
out
give
this
it,
long
I'll give it a
spear-like
2.
appendage.
but I also want it to attack its friend. Me casting in my misdirected attack.
Read out misdirected attack for us.
It's the I forgot what those cards are called, but if an enemy crit misses me, I can have it attack an ally.
Yeah, very well. All right, it will do so. It will miss the ally. All right. With its last action, it's going to try again just because it can. Oh, no. Critical miss again. All right. Give us a number between 1 to 5.
Okay, I'll do 2.
2. 1, 2. Here we go. All right. With its natural attack, it cannot use this attack until the end of its next turn. So as it's lashing out with its tongue, you've managed to dodge and evade as each of these attacks have completely missed. It is, I don't know, it doesn't know what to do about that. It's just kind of boggled itself. As we then go to Naomi.
All right. So if I so I will have wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. Can I see and also Callisto see the cave fisher from there? Or I guess can Callisto see it from there?
Sure.
Okay, so I will act together, and I will move up to Arturo, and then have Callisto with his one action throw a fireball at the cave fisher. It's a range 30 feet throw. So here we go. Ooh, 22.
All right, you do 22 to hit. That will hit. However, it is made of water.
Ooh.
So
okay.
you do half damage as you have.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, the fireball hits it, but you watch as the water warms up and boils. It does 5 points instead of 10, but yeah, you're doing pretty good. All right, so you've moved,
Yeah, and
then 2 actions to cast your spell.
last 2 actions.
Sorry,
gonna-
who's the last 2 actions?
Or because I have 2 actions. Why did the 1 action move up to with the act together? I did 1 action move to, and then have Callisto do his action as part of act together to.
Oh, right. Yep. I'm with you. Cool.
And then my last 2, since I'm now up to Arturo, I say, if possible, maybe wait until they go, and then if they come up to you, then they might not hit you. Because I'm thinking about casting. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on you. If you want to wait until after they go again.
That might not be a good idea because this person is a sorcerer, so they're going to be casting spells and hanging back.
Okay.
I think I'd rather, and also I don't want to get bottlenecked again because that's happened
Okay.
to me a lot, and that's not fun.
In which case, I will just cast guidance on Arturo and also on Hollow. If I can cast 2 guidances, because it's a 1 turn.
Very well.
So 1 on Arturo, 1 on Harlanot.
Done and done. You cast guidance on 2 of them, and you may apply the buff to each. As we then go to Arturo.
All right. Well, seeing that thing is still basically made out of water, I'm not gonna go after that thing because I don't think I can really do much with that. So I'm gonna run up to here and trip the female priest lady.
All right. The cave fisher does not have any attack of opportunity. So
Okay.
you dart around the room, moving across the tiles as you have your blade drawn. You go and you lunge at the priestess. Make your attack.
Yeah, there it is. Rah.
All right. With an athletics check of 21, as you try to trip her over, you need an 18 to succeed.
Oh, so I did.
You already rolled.
Yeah, I already made my roll.
Oh, wait, yes. All right, so you are... yes, so he is fallen.
All right, and then I'll try, because a lot of the times this does not seem to work, but I'll do it anyways. I am going to try to stab her while she's on the ground.
All right. As you try to stab at her, that is a critical hit.
Wow.
Yes,
Nice.
yes it is.
Nice.
All right. Roll your damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not going to take it away from you.
Do it.
I'm-
You know you
Whoa.
want to.
Damn, 35
Yeah.
points of damage.
That's a very painful crit.
That is a very painful crit. All right.
Oh, and I'll do a 1 on the card too.
A 1 on the crit card. Easy. All right. A 1 is 2 in a row. You get to attack an adjacent enemy as well. So you may attack the cave fisher
Oh, fun.
with your attack.
Yeah. Do I get the +5 to hit? Because that's the one that I used on her.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Okay.
And what's the
It's
plus
just-
5 from? Sorry?
Oh, that's just my hit mod. It's a +10, then it goes down to a +5. to
Oh,
hit.
right. Yeah, no, this counts as the same as your first attack.
Okay. Same damage too? Or do I not get the panache for the second one?
what's the what's the parameters of your panache?
The panache is it's kind of like a toggle, like it turns on when I do something like trip, shove, or grapple. And then
no,
get
that
a
you won't
bonus
get that
damage.
because you haven't tripped, shoved,
Yeah.
or anything to her. So
Yeah. Okay, I kind of thought so. Yeah.
All right, that is a miss.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Now, as you've made a devastating blow against the priestess, the cave fisher turns its attention to you. trying to avoid as best it can the whole, like, you're using a rapier, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is doing its best to try and avoid your various slashes and attacks.
My various pointy stabs.
All right. Meanwhile, as you are now on this side of the pillar, you notice that there is another individual who happens to be there, standing behind the pillar. He does not look well at all. He starts to twitch and vibrate. Do you say or do anything about that?
Yeah, I'll point and be like, there's another person here. I don't know if they're hostile, but they look off.
All right.
Since I'm closest, I'll relay that to the group then too, behind me.
Sure, not a
He
problem.
says there's another person.
All right. As he twitches and vibrates, you eventually watch as he opens up his mouth, and erupting from his jaws is this immense, fearsome demon worm.
Yep.
You do recall
I'll
one of
also
these.
shout that too. I'm like, oh, the demon worm thing from the graveyard, the gravekeeper guy.
Yeah, you remember this thing from, yes, the graveyard.
The bobbit worm.
However, as it erupts out, you watch as its body twists and changes. It kind of turns inside out.
Ugh.
And as it does so, you watch as it grows into a humanoid creature.
Oh.
About the same size as you, Arturo.
Oh, jeez.
It looks much like this.
Oh,
Ah, it's from XCOM. Ah,
It looks in your direction
it's literally
The
called the
faceless.
Faceless. Yeah,
with
it's the Faceless.
no face whatsoever until it takes a look at you. Then you watch Arturo
No.
as it shapeshifts into you. It is then going to lunge at you with your rapier and attempt to tackle you. 21 to hit. What is your fortitude?
My fortitude is 18. 'Cause
18.
It's the bonus plus 10, right?
Yeah, correct. That is
Yeah,
unfortunate
it's
because
18.
you are now grappled.
Uh-oh.
And the two of you spin around. All right, so here we go.
Am I gonna have to play both Arturos so the players don't know which one's which?
Oh, no. This is just gonna go like... Whee! I mean, not that it matters, but everyone's grappled. The audience will not know who's who, but also I will be doing a percentage as to who's doing what. Now, that was this dude. He moved up, tack, shapeshift. Done. Mesha.
Oh man. I'm going. Right. I'm moving in.
All right. As Mesha walks up and enters this beautiful room, you see the cave fisher, this water crab kind of thing. The priestess is down, holding and nursing an injury from Arturo. And two Arturos currently wrestling with one another.
All right.
Which one is he? Shoot him, not me!
Yeah.
That one's the fake one. They both say at the same time.
Tell me something that only Arturo would know.
All right. I don't know which Arturo it is. Well, maybe if I maybe the wrong Arturo got something wrong on it. Can I roll perception? Like, I'm a venter, so would my like key eye know what's like observe know what's something's off with the wrong one? Like,
No,
something?
it is a perfect replica.
Okay.
Pennant has given an insight bonus, however. Insight bonus. Okay. Insight bonus. While Arturo and other Arturo are a problem, you believe that this is a distraction, and the priestess is using whatever they can in order to try and recover a little bit while Arturo is distracted, and hopefully is going to distract you as well. She is currently quite vulnerable. That is your insight from Pennant. Thank you, Pennant, for the very generous donation.
Thank you, Pennant. Okay. Yeah, I was going to go after the priestess anyway if I couldn't tell them apart, tell them apart. So I'm going to move again over there.
All right, so that's your second move.
And no worries, Arturo is going to try to kill Arturo until Arturo is dead.
Hey.
Yeah, so you probably won't have to worry too much about the Arturo situation, hopefully.
Yeah. All right, and then I get up there, I'm like, hello. Boom, and swing my meteor hammer right on her.
All right, make your attack.
Peekaboo.
She's still laying on the ground. That would hurt.
Also, a very special thank you to Calindria for a heroic action for Harlanot.
Ooh, fun.
Nice.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I need to erase mine out of my notes.
Okay, Harlanot, 1 to 5. What do we want?
5.
All right. Ancestral Might.
Ooh.
Until the start of your next turn, you gain a +2 bonus on checks based on any ability score. These are boosted, ignoring any free boosts that you normally get from other scores. If your ancestry feat only grants you 1 free boost, you select one of those ability scores. You select another one. Okay, so anything that your ancestry is boosting from you being a gnome, that now gains another +2 bonus to that stat, which will last... It says until the start of your next turn. I'm happy to say until the end of combat.
Cool.
Alright, so Ancestral Might. All of your ancestry bonuses get increased by +2. Alright, as Maisha's hammer comes down, boom, it strikes the priest's body. She spits out blood as you hit her with the heavy-weighted hammer. As we then move to Harlanot.
Who's not seen most of this because of where I was. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a change to normal. 10. So, I am going to walk up, poke my head into the room, get very, very confused.
Mm-hmm.
And because of all that, so realizing things are going reasonably bad, so we would have heard the priest shout out from the corridor. So I'm just playing through what I've seen from so far back or heard.
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt to daze the priest, assuming I can see past everyone.
Yeah, no, I've got no problem with that. All right. What kind of saving throw is this? Is it a will
Doesn't matter.
save?
It is a will save, yeah.
All right. She has a reaction. Roiling Mind.
Oh.
As you strike at her with your mental abilities, and she saves, she returns the favor. You have failed and are now subject to 3d8 mental damage as
Whoa.
your spell is backlashed on you.
I think I'll use a hero point to reroll that.
Not a problem.
Please.
Hero point.
That save was on her being stunned. Should she still take the mental damage? Because the save is just for the stunned effect.
Let me find out. So that's a success for half. Yes. Yes, she will.
Okay. It's only a tiny 4, but it's a little 4.
All right. Well, that will knock her down to dying, but she will still do half damage to you, which is 4 damage. All right. As you blast her with the daze, she drops unconscious. As she loses consciousness, the cave fisher water elemental also turns into water and is no more, leaving only the two Arturos now battling for supremacy. Walter, we go to you.
All right. So how wounded is Arturo?
Not too bad.
They both look okay. There's 2.
There's 2 of them though, and I can do that.
There is 2 of them.
Do I have any abilities that will help me suss that out? Probably not. I have Holy Castigation.
Obviously, it's that one. That one's ugly compared to me.
I could just hit both of them. Thinking I could just hit both of them.
I've got an idea.
I have a couple of ideas. I am going to start off. Well, I've already moved, so one idea is dumb drain. So I'm going to start off by casting Shield on myself. And how far is that? I don't have that. And I'll give another guidance to Harlanot. And that's my turn.
All right.
Oh,
As-
I know how we can solve this. A dance-off. The best winner is the real Arturo.
That one's the real Arturo. No one else would be that stupid. All right. And Walter, you've cast guidance. Anything else?
I cast Shield on myself.
Oh,
and
sorry.
moved,
Yep.
So that's 3 actions.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Callisto
Callisto
and Naomi.
I guess. Okay, I was gonna say like. So my fantasy grounds is going a little slow right now, but, Naomi would kind of, for one action, she's going to run up past Walter, and I'm trying to move, and it's not.
Where would you like to
moving
move?
me. 1 square left and down from where Walter is. Just so other people can kind of, yeah. And then seeing the 2 Arturos, Naomi thought of something because, well, one, she doesn't ever get to use this because she can't normally use it on regular neutral creatures. But if there's 2 Arturos, one's got to be good, one's got to be bad. So, in the general direction of Arturo, I'm going to cast Divine Lance at good.
Turns out, actually, Arturo's alignment actually always was evil, so this can hit either.
What is Arturo's alignment?
Neutral. Neutral. Oh no, he was lawful neutral, I think, actually, if I remember correctly.
All right.
Yes, he's lawful neutral.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And as for your Divine Lance, what's the effect on neutral characters?
Well, I believe if it's neutral, it can't actually hit things. But if it's because there's 4 different alignment options, I have to either choose chaotic, evil, good, or lawful, and I chose good.
And then the
So I think it deals damage if it's the opposite, but if it's good, it doesn't actually do the damage.
So you can't do anything to neutral characters.
Neutral or the same alignment as the damage that I'm doing.
Yeah, it only damages the polar opposite of what you're casting.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Let's
So I
see.
don't know which one to target, so I'm just kind of casting it in
Nope,
the
that's
direction.
fine. I'm gonna roll a secret
I'm
roll.
gonna do good.
Secret roll. Secret roll. All right.
And then
You strike one of the Arturos, and nothing happens.
you want me? Okay, I was gonna say, do you want me to just roll the spell thing in the chat? But I didn't mean to do that. I just held it.
Let's see.
So
That's fine. Let's see if you even hit the Arturos.
Yeah, you wouldn't have hit
Nope.
an Arturo with that.
Nope, you wouldn't have hit either Arturo. You just miss.
okay. I just kind of bring that up to Walter, and I say, well, the idea that I had was if one of them's good, one of them's bad, or in the case, just try to hit him with a divine lance, because if Arturo's good, which
Are you telling Walter because Walter has Divine Lance?
yeah, I've seen him use it before.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured.
To
yeah.
great ineffectiveness.
Just because I
Um,
missed.
One
But that would be my
Arturo,
turn.
Arturo says, "Nice try," and the other one says, "That's a good idea."
All right.
And by I say nice try, a genuine nice try, not a egging on nice try, because they,
All
they
right.
both are being nice to Naomi.
Maybe they are.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, to not be caught.
And then I didn't really tell Calista to do anything, so it'd be up to you, whatever.
well, you've moved and you've taken 2 actions, so you can't.
Yeah.
So-
But doesn't he defensively go for me or like help me or something?
Yeah, he'll move over and take a protective stance for you.
Okay.
Which will probably be here.
Yeah.
All right. Then
That's
we go
my
to
turn.
Arturo. Arturo,
Okay.
you're being grappled, or maybe you're grappling.
Yes.
Who knows?
No,
What would you like to do?
it's a very me thing to do either one of those things. So, I am going to try to wrestle the other one to the ground, and I'm assuming the other one wants to do the same thing.
All
One
right.
wants to throw the other one prone.
All right, make a athletics check, please.
Okay.
All right, you throw yourself to the ground.
This is going to be very weird for me, but then I try to stab myself.
All right, you may attempt to stab yourself. Roll it in chat, please.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I did that properly. No, I did not. Okay, there we go. Ooh.
All right. You find it too difficult to attack yourself as you are rolling around grappled. Third action?
Hmm. Third action. No, actually, I don't have an idea for a third action actually right now.
All right. Well, then I'm going to have you stab yourself again.
Yeah.
Because why
Yeah,
not?
I kind of actually like that idea more. That you pick the, because we both are playing the same person here, actually. All right.
Oh, I'm not going to fumble. I'm going to use a jinx point and use that to great effect.
Or will I use a hero point to cancel out your fumble?
Which you can't do.
I know. That'd be interesting.
But you are stabbity stabbed.
That actually would be kind of funny. Someone used a hero point because the GM crit failed.
All right, that is 11 points of damage as one of you are stabbed. And that is pick a number between 1 to 5.
Let's do 3.
1,
Right in the
2,
middle.
3. All right. You're using a rapier or a sword?
Rapier. So
Rapier,
stab,
piercing. Yeah. All right, you drop your rapier. Or at least one of you have
Okay.
dropped your rapier.
Both of you drop your rapier.
All right. Done and done.
The real Arturo would never drop his rapier. Die.
Mesha.
Well, the real Arturo dropped his rapier and stabbed himself in the neck with it. So
Also, more importantly, I'm not telling you which one I'm playing, and I'm not telling you which one Arturo's
I know.
playing.
I
So
know,
the
that's
fake
the
one
joke.
may have just dropped their rapier, and you wouldn't know.
That was the joke. I'd go after the fake Arturo because they dropped it.
right.
And they would never drop their rapier.
Okay, next up we have Mesha.
Alright. Okay.
I just like the idea that we're both grappling each other on the ground, just rolling around trying to stab each other.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mesha?
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. I was thinking. Sorry. Alright. I'm gonna try to grab this Arturo, and someone grab the other Arturo. I don't know what, maybe, tie him up on the pillar and,
Leave him be. Just continue.
then we'll figure out who's which after that. I don't know how yet.
Good idea.
It's easy to tell. It's me.
One of them
So,
says.
Yes, one of them said.
Yeah, one of them say. So I'm gonna try to grab the,
All right,
grab
make an
this
athletics check in chat, please. And I will roll as to which one you are trying to grab. Okay. Athletics check. Yep.
Yep.
Target number is, what was it, 18?
Oh wait, that's a skill. Yeah, that's a skill. Athletics, bam.
Hey Naomi, I'll take that sanctuary now.
You are unable to grapple as you try to grab onto the one of them. Their elbows are flying, knees are flying. You try to hold onto them, but they wrest free. Make sure you are unable. But you can try again at a -5 penalty.
Alright. Well, I'll try it again.
I was that guy as the spy in TF2. I'd always request healing from the opposite team.
Here we try.
All right, another grapple attempt.
Nice.
17 is also not enough.
Oh.
Damn it.
It's hard to wrestle with Arturo. Yeah.
All right, Hollanot, you're up. The only true answer is you have to put both of them down.
Well, you say that.
Like I said, one is killing the other.
Put them down or just stop the fight. So Hallinot's plan was to, well, especially seeing Mesha go to one side, to run up to the other one. I feel that's meant to move. As I quickly get into my backpack to take out the rope, and try to rope one of them to basically pull them apart and tie them up.
All right, let's make an athletics check as you try to lasso one of them.
Yeah, no matter what happens here, we're still getting an Arturo.
Yeah, you just complete the rest
You
of the
say that,
campaign.
you don't know what my athletics is like.
It's true. God damn. Okay.
Hello.
You managed to wrestle and tie one of the Arturos.
Jeez.
What
I'm
is
surprised.
Arturo's reaction to being tied up? Or
Fighting.
Well, grappled, not necessarily like tied yet, but yeah.
Trying to fight out of the grip. Because I want to rip the other one's face off.
Yeah, sure. All right, you've tied up one of the Arturos. You're not sure which one, but you've grabbed them. They're not restrained yet. You've just kind of like looped them and trying to pull them away.
Yeah.
You have one more action, so you can move it from tied to like restrained if you would like. It's another athletics check, but with
I thought grabbing the rope out of the backpack would have been.
no, you can do that as part of your move action while you were moving
Okay.
up.
Yeah. I'd probably try to further restrain just to try and stop the fight. So it's -5, did you say?
-10 because this is the -5 because this is the second attack you're making this round.
And I spent
Ooh.
more on power.
No, that is, however, also a crit fumble. So, as you are grappling with this, I'm going to get chat. Chat, can you exclamation D20 for me? If you roll lower than if the first person to roll gets less than a 5, one of the Arturos is going to slice the rope. 13. Okay, so nothing happens. You've just fumbled and there is no ill effect.
Okay.
Actually, no, because that's a Varian. Varian, get out of chat. McClover, you get it with a 7. So yes, one of the Arturos does manage to cut through the rope Harlanot, freeing the other. Not intentionally, just as part of the scuffle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Done and done. Walter.
Okay. So when we were back in the hallway, I heard Arturo mention a creature that was like in the graveyard at the monastery.
Yep.
So I'm going to pull out my staff, and I'm going to cast the 3-action area of effect heal, because I have Holy Castignation that will damage demons.
Whoa.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
You'll see the one that gets healed and the one that screams in agony.
Interesting. All right. Does that happen simultaneously?
Yes.
I don't like
Because it heals
this.
everyone in the 30-foot area.
Yeah. Thank you, Walter. Or I
So what's
also
the
hate
Holy
you, Walter.
Castignation thing?
So it's an ability, Holy Castignation. You combine holy energy with positive energy to damage demons and devils and their evil ilk. Heal spells you cast damage fiends as though they were undead.
Okay. Unfortunately, because you're using the staff and it's not your heal spell, that will not apply to your staff.
But if I cast it with my heal spell, it would then.
Yeah, if you used heal, then yes.
Okay, then I will use one of my spell slot heals.
All right.
I was
very
trying to hoping not to, but I will.
well. Okay. So you're gonna use, I presume, a 3-action heal.
Yes.
Okay, not a problem.
10.
All right. One of the Arturos heals by 10.
10.
One of the Arturos. Is there a saving throw for it?
Yes, it's a Fortitude saving throw to reduce the damage by half. I don't know which one to roll on, so
No,
it's
that's okay.
DC 19.
19. Let's see how we go. So that's a half damage. So that'll be 5 damage. Okay. So here's the kicker.
Yep.
You guys can make a perception check as you cast that ability.
Can Callisto make one as well?
Sure.
And
Oh,
Hey, Naomi. Jinx point.
Oh. Oh my wow, that was
Wait,
really
what did I
good
roll? oh my
You rolled like a
gosh.
27.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. 14.
All right. Great idea. 100%. However, thanks to the Jinx point, you are unable to tell which one is which. In fact, it's made it harder because both now appear to be sort of injured equally, in a way. Yep,
Captain America, I can do this all day.
That's very true. But then again, so can they.
Yeah.
So, as Walter casts his healing spell, he still can't quite tell amongst the two wrestling catfolk which one is Arturo and which one is the shape changer. As they start elbowing and punching and headbutting each other. As we then move to Callisto and Naomi.
All right. I guess Callisto, just like Harlan out over there, try and grapple and pull him apart. So I'm gonna have him go and try to grapple one of the Arturos away from the other Arturo.
Okay, make an athletics check.
14.
All right, with a 14, unfortunately, that is not quite enough. As you grab hold of one of the Arturos, and they manage to kick you back, pushing you behind where, let's say, Meisha is.
Okay.
All right. So you've moved, you've grappled. What's your next action?
No, that was Callisto moved in and grappled, not me.
Oh, Callisto? Sorry. Yep, Callisto has moved in and grappled. A damning response to what? Hold on, wait, 1 second.
What?
Yada, yada, yada. Oh, hey, Dragon. Nice to see you. And Careful Cantrip! Hi! Hold on, wait. Shout out to Careful Cantrip, our dear friends, and my other amazing home away from home, who I will get to see next week. Oh, Bree, that's the issue with having a DM as a player, particularly mechanic-based ones. They have too many ideas and can make you feel dumb, Walter. Yeah, how do you feel about that, you bastard? No, actually, to be honest, I love it when players come up with good mechanical reasons, but I equally love it when they come up with stuff and they, like, you know, try to bend the rules a little bit. It's literally one of the big reasons why I have hero points. No one uses it that way, but hero points can actually be used to petition the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules. Absolutely, 100%. Like, for example, if Walter had turned around and said, hey, can I use a hero point? And then when I cast my Holy Castigation, it drops their spell, you know, I would have totally done that. But he didn't, so meh. But that's how they're
hero points.
But yeah, but that's how they're supposed to be used. You know what I mean? Stuff that isn't in the rules. So it's a good thing and a curse as well, because sometimes if we get our heads too locked into the rules of the mechanics, we stop seeing what's possible. And I'm very much a what is possible GM. Such as I've realized just then that I'm wearing my shirt inside out, so I'm gonna change that super quick. As we continue, Naomi's turn.
Yeah, I guess she would be a little frustrated with not being able to tell which apart, so she's going to just do another Divine Lance at a random which one.
Very well. I will
But
roll.
at good.
It's me, you know me.
With good damage again. So
All right, here we go. Yep, you've launched one. Make your attack. As once again,
that's a
23.
23.
That
With my nimble dodge, that could miss.
all right. Well, here's the question: do you use nimble dodge?
I would.
Very well.
If I
With
was
a
being
nimble dodge. Very well. With that nimble dodge, as the lance flies in your direction, both Arturos kind of dodge the same way, and you miss.
Hero point.
You can use a hero point, yeah, 100%.
Yes, I want to hit one of them.
Oh no, I made Neil use.
Yeah.
All right, unfortunate Neil, as you've re-rolled it, the lance has sadly missed, striking more of the mural that is on the floor, causing bits of tile to shatter and move around.
I'm sorry, Neil. I have to give you this pain because that's Michael's pain with
I know.
Arturo, so
Oh, good.
it's only fair.
All right. I think after Naomi, that then brings us to the Arturos as they are still wrestling around. All right, what do you do?
The one that was disarmed is going to try reaching back for his rapier.
All right, as he reaches for his rapier, that is going to... do you have attacks of opportunity?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, so there's no attacks of opportunity. But you are grappled, so you will need to make an athletics check to try and break free of that.
Yes, true. Oop.
Unfortunately, you cannot get to your weapon.
Then that same one.
Oh, well, beforehand, one of the Arturos is going to use that opportunity as you're trying to get away to then stab you.
Fair.
There will be a hit. And that is 12 points of damage, as the one with the rapier still stabs you in the leg.
Okay. The disarmed one will now just try to scratch at the other one's face.
Sure. Turn around, scratch.
Oh, oops, I don't have that action. I should have done that because I do have a
claw attack.
Yeah. Well, I know what the attack mod is for it, though. So yeah, the attack mod is just a 5, so I can do that at least.
Alright, a 22 will hit, and they've both used their nimble dodge. So this will hit.
Alright. Oh, I do have the damage mod too. It's just a weapon. So it's just slashing instead of piercing. But yeah.
Alright, 5 points of damage.
Oh. Okay, there we go, yeah. Never mind. I just lagged, so I thought it didn't show up.
Alright, so you've tried to pull away. You've then used your cat claws. This one is also going to use its cat claws to retaliate. Oops, sorry, ignore that. I used the wrong thing. There we go. That will hit, so you with one hand on the rapier.
It's literally a cat fight.
Yeah, actually, you know what? He's going to drop the rapier. That's what he's going to do, and he is going to scratch you.
We're literally just beating each other up on the ground.
Alright, 20 points of damage as he's scratching the two Arturos, like, pulling back and forth. You have one last action.
I think it's probably just going to be more of that. Just scratching at each other's faces.
Alright, make your attack.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh darn it, I keep on rolling when something's over the chat window.
Alright, neither of you hit on that third one. Alright, one of the Arturos is looking really, really beaten up, Meisha, as we go to your turn. The other is looking like it's coming out on top.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna do what I was doing before because I still don't know who's which.
Fair.
Or I don't know, guys. Should yeah, I'll try. Here we go. Yeah. No. Denied.
No. No grapple. Stop. No. Bad Meisha. Alright.
Okay.
You got 2 more actions, Meisha. What do you want to do?
Try the same thing.
Yeah, grapple again. Come here, you bad kitty. You're trying to grab like the scruff of Arturo's neck.
Yeah.
Oh, and the fact that we're not just clawing at each other makes that visual even more funny.
I didn't.
Ooh. Aww. Ooh. That will grapple.
Nice.
You grabbed Arturo.
You grabbed Arturo. Hold on, let's see which one you grabbed. You have grabbed the one with the weapon. Sorry, no, actually neither of them have weapons now. You grabbed the one on top, the slightly less injured one.
Okay.
Arturo, as you're grabbed by Meisha, what do you say to him?
I'll say, let me go. I'll take care of it myself. That thing stole my face. It needs to die.
Yeah, I don't know which one is which right now, so you might be the bad one saying that. So, I'm not letting go.
All right.
If
Well,
you-
I mean, if there's nothing else you want to do with your last turn, Meisha, you can just focus on hanging on to Arturo.
Can I try to tie him up?
Do you have any rope? You do? If you
No.
do, then no, you don't. Then you can't tie him up.
I'm assuming I don't, but.
That's all right. Look, I mean, hanging on to the round is not a terrible thing. They are
Okay.
grappled, so that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
We then
assuming I
return.
would, but I don't have it in my inventory.
If it's not in your inventory, it's not in your inventory. I'm afraid. That's a terrible
Yeah.
shame. All right. After that, we then go to Harlanot. Yeah. So your rope has been cut. It's not destroyed, obviously. It's just the length of it is now gone. But one of the Arturos is being grappled. One of them isn't.
Yeah. So
You get lucky again.
yeah. Question is, because
Mhm.
I didn't think about adding it at the time, the magic bucket that we got for the fire, did we leave that or did we take it?
I give back to
Probably left
Harlanot.
it. It was an important thing for the town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, magic bag items generally don't have longevity.
Yeah, I thought that. Which fair enough. In which case, I will attempt to restrain again.
All right, let's make an athletics check as you try to grab Arturo.
Oh.
Fumble. All right.
Oh,
As
boy.
I mean, do you want to re-roll it?
Yeah, because obviously that's not good.
All right. Make a re-roll as we burn one of the hero points again. Thank you to
You
chat for
accidentally
all
snap
of the.
Arturo's neck. Trying to grab him.
All right. Well, you fail, but you do not critically fail, which is the
Yeah,
important bit.
yes.
You do have a nat 20.
I do have an at 20. It's too ominous. I'll probably just look at the rope thing. I'm clearly not skillful enough, and I'll put it aside. And I'll just take out my water skin. Just say this is enough, and just basically tip the water over one of them to try and cool them off.
All right. You spray one with water. I'm gonna distract one of them. So the one that isn't being restrained, I need you to make me a will save, please, as water is suddenly dumped onto your face.
Need a quickie confession? Start a word of
Yeah.
session.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, did you want me to roll yours as well?
Sure.
Sure. All right, there we go. Okay. As you spray it, it seems to be effective. You've lost one action in your following turn.
Okay.
All right. You have one last action, Harlanot, if you want to take it, but
No, I'm just going to basically yell at them saying, "Cool down, stop, enough."
all right.
To the door.
Walter.
So, one of the two of them now looks much more worse for wear than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, the one that looks worse for wear, is restrained by Meisha.
No, the other one. One's more healthy.
The less injured one is being restrained by Meisha.
Okay. So, I'm going to cast the directed heal. The whole 2d6 one, the range one, the 2 action heal,
Sure.
at the one that is heavily wounded.
All right. Make your ranged touch attack.
It doesn't state I have to.
Well, I am stating you do.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me figure that out, because it doesn't have that in the spell. So it should be there. Spell roll. Nope. That didn't do what I wanted it to.
There should be
Oh,
a spell
alright.
attack roll. Like choose any of the spells. They should have the same value. If you actually click on
okay.
it should be
Like,
up where your
Divine Lance should
spellcasting
have
is.
one. There it is.
Divine Lance does, yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
22.
With Nimble Dodge, your attack misses.
Okay.
I mean, yes, awesome. I don't know which one's which, but that would have helped maybe determine which one was which.
Yeah, and mostly
Wow.
because Arturo is not sure, because like the last thing Naomi said was that they wanted to use Divine Lance, so dodging at this point is a reflex because you don't know what spell they're casting.
Yeah. And also, Arturo's is naturally jumpy and twitchy like that
Sure,
anyway,
sure.
so...
All right, you have one last action, Walter. What do you want to use it for?
That's what I'm trying to determine. I'm debating whether I just switch to harm and put both of them down.
Well, one of
but
them's
I'll go up
about to
here
go
and-
down, so that could be a good way to find out.
To join Harlonaut and have some witty repartee about the events going on. Insert witty comment here.
Very well. So it's like the two puppets from the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
You guys
Samuel
need to
Waldorf.
stop catting around.
Want
The
to
two of
really
us
make
just
this
lean up
better?
against the wall.
Yes, yes. Time to take the kit gloves off. Yes, enough
Liberty.
pussyfooting. Sorry, I'm done. All right, Naomi.
Bad we mute Dag.
You can't mute me. I have the power. All right, Naomi and Arturo. Naomi and Callisto. You're up.
All right, I'm gonna move over here a little bit so I can get a better sight on
Neil,
Arturo.
I'll brainwave you the correct one. You hit that one.
Can I use a hero point to petition something?
Sure, I'm listening.
I want to combine some items in my inventory,
Mm-hmm.
and so first I would take out a caltrop, cast light on it, and
Okay.
then take a rope, tie it around the caltrop,
Okay.
and throw it in front of the two Arturos, and hopefully use it as a makeshift light on the ground that would distract them.
Are you trying to throw a cat toy? Both of these Arturos are offended by that. I'll say that. You're insulting both of them's intelligence.
Sure. I'm
would
gonna
work
get
like-
you. Sure, I will allow it. I will take no hero point because one action to draw the ingredients you need, one action to combine them, and one action to throw them down. So you don't actually need a hero point to do all of that. But what I will
Okay.
get you to do is a deception check. to
Well,
try-
light is a 2-action, so I have to cast.
Oh,
light
I
on
see.
them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. In which case, yes,
Yep.
I will take the hero point.
Can
So,
both Arturos attack a Naomi for insulting them?
yes. Now, I need you to make a deception check to see if your distraction works.
Hell yes. Oh fuck! Can I use a hero point on that?
Yeah, of course. Last
Okay.
hero point is gone. It's out of here.
No, why diplomacy? They're the same thing, but yeah,
Oh!
they're both a plus 10s.
Sure, I'll accept it. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
A
I'm even more
natural
insulted that it worked.
20. All right, both Arturos are stunned for one round as they are unable to do anything but stare at this glowing light on the end of a cat toy. They are both offended, but it worked. Worked very well.
Yes.
All right, so that then
That's
brings
what
us.
it is.
Interesting combination for the one that's also soaked as well.
Yeah. So, so both Arturos will waste this round doing absolutely nothing. Meisha,
I mean,
you're
I
up.
appreciate it because that does hurt me a lot, but like both of us acting is bad for me and the other one, but I'm still insulted.
I'm mad right now, but I can't help myself. I die late.
It is Meisha's turn.
All right. Well,
The one that you have stops fighting. Not just because of the light, but you seem that it's like it's kind of like okay, you know, like Harlanot said to stop, you've said to stop. It seems like it's pulled away. But it is. I mean, the last thing it said was that thing stole my face. We've got to kill it.
Okay. From
Also, I really like the music of choice. It's really fitting.
yeah. Is there a way? Would it be an inside check to see when he said that if he was telling the truth or not?
Sure, if you'd like to make a perception check to see if this Arturo was being genuine.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. You believe wholeheartedly this is the right Arturo, 100%.
Should I make one too, just in case?
Nope.
Okay. I guess the real one wouldn't have been deceiving anything.
Correct. But this
Okay.
Arturo is absolutely the real one.
Okay.
Trust me.
You would know Arturo anywhere.
Yeah. All right. I let him go.
You let him go?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he doesn't do anything. He's still like kind of thing. But yeah, you let him go.
And I try to grab the other one.
The other one can't resist, so you move and you grapple him. You now have the injured Arturo.
Okay.
Alright, next up is Harlanot.
I think this is the one. I'm positive this is the one. That's the bad one.
But
Not the real one. Yeah.
Misha, no.
You're actually stunned, so like...
I know, I can't say anything.
Yeah. Harlanot, what are you doing?
Okay. There's one thing that I suspect that the real Arturo would do a fraction of a second before any fake. So I will take out the lute and I will start to play the music that got played for his family's act, which was deeply ingrained, to see if it calms him.
All right. He's still distracted, but we'll go with that. Okay. You begin to play some of the old circus music from back in the original circus and the like. Arturo, what do you do?
I would definitely immediately stop whatever I'm doing, either it's fighting back or just being, grabbed.
Sure.
And listen closely and look towards Harlanot. I keep on saying it wrong.
All right. Both of the Arturos do the same thing.
At the same time, or does one react to the other?
No, at the same time.
Okay.
I don't know how much I can do while stunned. Like,
I mean,
so...
I'll allow you to react. This is good storytelling elements.
Yeah. I'll just be like, I haven't heard that in a while. But it makes me remember why I'm here. So I appreciate that.
The other Arturo looks and says, don't lie. You have no idea why you're here.
I mean, that's actually partially true. I do feel kind of lost. I feel like I've been lost ever since.
You don't even know
we
what this
left.
song means to you.
Do you know what this song means to me?
He looks at Meisha and says, this is all the proof you need.
It's my family. But I won't say any more. I want you to speak up too. You haven't said anything.
This is the song that reminds me most of my family. But I'm not here fighting for my family. I'm here fighting for Abberton.
Well, that's not why I'm here. I'm here for my family, the family that I have here with me, and the family that cannot be here with me right now. Abberton, saving Abberton is good and nice, but I'm here. I don't know what to. Saving Abberton is important.
I feel like at this point, Arturo is having both an existential crisis and oh shit, those answers are pretty fucking good.
Yeah. But no, saving Abberton is important. But I am here because of the people that brought me here. I'm here for my family first and foremost.
That's a vague ass answer.
You're doing vague answers too. I don't want to give too much away to this creature.
Well, no, you're the creature. Filthy creature. Stealing my face.
Who even is your family?
Who is my family? The circus is my family.
Specifically, who is your family? Who is your blood?
Well, hey, no. You have said that I haven't answered anything, but I've answered each and every one of the ones that you've said. But you have been vague and incorrect on multiple occasions now. I don't need to do this, Mesha, Walter, Harlanot, Naomi. You all know who I am.
It's fine, because I do actually have one thing that might actually trip him up.
Okay, go on.
So I appreciate that for everyone. This is probably going to be a deception check, regardless.
Sure.
So I am purposely going to do this wrong to see if the fake one agrees first. Okay?
Okay.
By that I mean I'm purposely going to get the name wrong. I know the names down in my notes. The name's Angelo. So I am going to say, is this really how your brother, Angelico, would want to react after he got injured? To see if the fake one responds first and say, yes, that is my brother.
Oh.
Right.
He says, Angelico? With a question mark. Like, kind of like with the inflection of asking a question.
I don't know how he knew that was a false name.
With a natural 20 is how he knew.
I know.
Also, don't forget, the druids have been, like, targeting you while you were still in the circus. You know what I mean? Like, they have some information on you.
Which is why I was going for...
Plus, you also have big banners of your faces everywhere when you were doing the circus.
Yeah, for our circus, not for the
No, correct. But when you said this, right, like, the thing is, okay, so first of all, I'm still not saying that Michael, am role-playing the fake one yet, right?
Oh, no.
So this is
also why I'm giving vague answers, because
this is another thing. So I haven't said whether or not Sean is playing this character or I am playing the non-Arturo, right? So I'm giving answers that would be expected. In this particular case, both someone who knew that name was wrong would say the same thing, but also someone who knew that either what you were saying was like a test, or looked at the other Arturo's face and saw the reaction and then went, and then gave that response, right?
Mm.
So in this case, all it is a case of this person is either very good at their job, or it is the real Arturo.
Mesha, I was there when, I was still very young, but I was there when they let you into the circus, when... Oh no, I forgot his name, and that's a very bad time to forget someone's name. But when your master brought you in...
Oh, you mean my father? I forgot his name too.
Or yeah, the master, yeah, father. Yeah.
The appropriate names are not appearing in this game.
See, I would never forget. How dare you? You said that the circus is family, but you can't even remember Maisha's father. You call Maisha's father a master? That sounds like a servant to the Dark Ones for me, if ever I've heard of it. Don't kill me, bro.
I'm actually surprised it's one of the names I didn't write down myself.
Was it Otto? I think it actually might have been Otto.
It was.
Yeah.
I've got it here.
Yalvin.
Yes, it's Yalvin. Yalvin. And it looks like this. There you go. That's your master. Look at him. Hey there. Oh, yes. Yes, Maisha, yes. It's good to see you, and I'll let you know that I'm doing well, even though I was kicked out of the circus and in a wheelchair and with a fake arm. You know, lots of accidents do happen. I'm doing okay. I hope you're well. Okay. All right, bye. Beep, beep, beep.
Did he just turn into that? That's it.
No.
Misha found a recording he left. Like a little tape player.
Yeah, I've known you and Naomi since you were kids.
But yeah.
Wait,
between
no, that's a
playing
lie.
and- yeah. But I'm going to assume between playing and trying to trick them like
Ooh.
that, this probably covers the full 6 seconds.
How
Yep.
long has Naomi been in love with Callisto?
Okay, hold on. First of all, I don't think we're gonna go from this. I think we have hit that point where we're not in combat.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is now a game of Ultimate Werewolf as we try to figure out who is the guilty party. Now, one of them is restrained. This one is a super injured one. The other is free and is moving about. Questions have been asked. Both Arturos, I feel, have given satisfactory answers. Now comes to the point of the decision. The Arturo that is free is frustrated and angry because their life is being, I guess, subverted to the ends of an evil creature who has stolen their face. The free one is going to look at the others and say, look, we cannot just stay here and argue about this. There's so much still at stake. Look, if it makes you feel better, I think you should leave both of us. Tie us up, leave us in the shed. The people of Abberton need our help more than we need to figure out who's who. If we continue wasting our time here, there will only be more opportunities for these druids to go and harm the people of Abberton.
Walter, Holonot, Misha, can I talk to you for a sec?
The fuck did I
Sure.
just say?
No. This is a decision Naomi wants to bring up with them, but
This is a group huddle.
All right. The
want me to
group
let go of
the group goes off and huddles.
Yeah. Want me to
Alright.
let go?
Oh yeah.
actually, mate, are you
Well,
holding
you-
on to both of them or just one?
Just one.
Just one.
I
And
mean,
the
you
other
could
one
tie
doesn't
him
seem
up.
to be
You do
moving.
have the rope still.
Let's
Okay.
tie them up.
Yeah,
next
Yep,
to
time up.
All right.
tie 'em up next to each other, though.
Both Arturo, well, the Arturo that's being
Well, I guess-
restrained gets tied up.
Yeah.
Is there, you guys, I presume, have at least one other person with a rope?
Yes,
yeah,
never.
I've got.
Cool.
Yeah, you got
All right,
two.
so the other Arturo will submit themselves to being tied up with a rope.
Yeah, I would
Uh,
say that other one is very defeated at the moment and just sad.
Well,
I needed
yeah.
to go.
The defeated one is feeling defeated. The one that's, like, free is, like, kind of upset and frantic.
Yeah.
All right. The four of you move away. Where are you guys moving to? Keeping in mind they will be able to hear you if you are in this room.
Sorry, I just thought of something.
Before we go, Dag, can I
Yes.
roll an occultism to figure out if one of them is knocked unconscious? Would this particular type of demon's form revert?
No. Oh, sorry, not as in no, you won't be able to know. No, shape changers change their biology and do not revert their form unless it's through a spell or magic means.
Okay.
Like a
So-
scroll.
Halanot, you
So-
had something.
So my last idea, because we only just got it at the start. Can we check see which one's actually got the good berry?
You check both have a good berry.
Oh,
Much like both had a saber, both had had the
But
clothes.
would they both have the same magical effect of having used the good berry?
You don't know. I mean, you could tell them to eat it. You could.
did we even use?
I mean, yeah. It's a. That's actually a really good question.
Oh,
Technically, yes, because they do replicate potions and magic items. If they're magic, they are still magic. So, although I don't like that. I'm gonna roll a percentage. And see how we how I feel about that. Yeah, okay, that answers my question. Okay, cool. They both have functioning good berries.
Ah, fair enough.
Dang. I mean, you could ask us to eat it because both of us are hurt.
Sure. Right.
Which would guarantee that the person, anyway.
Yeah.
So, Naomi's called for a team huddle. You've tied up both of these dudes. Let's say that you've tied them up to the pillar.
Don't leave me alone with that thing, please.
I mean, should we talk out of the room so they can't hear us, or do we care?
Well, if it
I think-
involves any test, we would have to make sure that they were unaware of what we were going to ask or test them on.
All right.
True.
So, you'll head back into that crossroad area here.
Nicely leaving
Yeah.
them behind to be killed by whatever monster comes down the hallway next.
It's very
That's
true.
what I was thinking.
Someone
Don't leave
donate-
me.
Someone donates the $100, and then we get a Bahir that just comes in. They both just get eaten.
How's
Like,
that,
What if he signals the rest of the druids to come?
how's that backup character looking there, Arturo?
All right. You go in and you close the door and you begin your discussion.
Well, there is the one option, like I was trying to do, is hit him with Divine Lance, and that way we would find out which one was the real one based on what we hit them with. Like, if one was evil, it would take the hit from one of the 4 Divine Lances that we have, and if it was the real one, well, assuming Arturo, he wouldn't take any of the damage. The other option I was thinking is just knock them both unconscious, but I think, Walter, you brought up the fact that the one won't turn.
Yeah, because I could have forced one to go to sleep if it was willing to subject itself to the test. And they would
Yeah.
pass into unconsciousness, and if that would have solved the problem. But this particular demon changes their physiognomy until such time as they choose to change it or are forced to change it.
Did your heal thing from before work? Do you think, or do you think you just keep healing him until one of them?
It would
falls
have
unconscious?
worked, except
Super-
not able to notice it. Theoretically, we could grab one, drag one out into the hallway, and I could cast a touch heal on it and see which way it goes.
I mean, you could do that while they're tied up. They can't really resist.
I'm
That's
drawing a
true.
blank. I'm drawing a blank, guys. He said something that's really confusing me. It's been a long time. Did I ever call my father my master?
Not that I can recall.
Wait, he said your father?
Well, he
That
said.
was-
He said.
I mean, it wasn't
said
actually
something
your
about-
father, but you said he acted as your father, didn't you?
Yeah. But did I ever call him my master? It's been a long time, since I've seen it.
What?
Yeah, the other one just untied himself and killed a churro. That was the literal thing I was waiting to have happen.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Oh no.
could do- Should we ask? Are we close enough to actually hear anything that's in that room?
Probably not, given the point was to not hear one another.
In addition,
Um,
those are really thick doors, and our closest person's 7 feet away.
Yes.
All right.
I
But
know
bear
Arturo
with me for
and-
a
or the faceless is very sneaky.
All right, bear with me for a moment. Okay. All of a sudden, you hear some shouting coming from the other room.
Well, whatever we're gonna do, we should do it right now because I think they got free.
Yeah,
If there's shouting, I will go back into the room.
Yeah.
All right.
Go run back in.
As you run back into the room, you see one Arturo dead and gutted. The other still tied to the pillar that they were tied to originally. He says... Well, actually, we'll have Sean say this. Sean, you saw what looked to be one of the Hermitage guys come in. He saw both of them and both of you and summoned something. It was like an air elemental. It was made of wind and it's still in here. It killed the other one and it's circling back.
Okay. There was a druid that just came in here. It summoned one of those kind of like tornado things that we fought. You know, like when those mercenaries attacked, and it killed the imposter, luckily. But it's still in this room, so be careful. Trust me.
All right, everyone can make a perception check to see if they're lying.
Actually, which one was the one that was dead? Was that the one that was freaking out, or was that the one that was like?
The super injured one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, which is better?
Sorry, my fantasy grounds is crashing a little bit just now.
Mine too.
That's okay. Yeah, it's chugging a little bit.
So, I'm gonna use lie to me, which allows me to use my deception
Sure.
in an attempt to determine whether or not someone's trying to deceive me.
I was also going to ask Walter, do you remember? And
The
this
21st night of September.
is the last time that you were encountered, because you saw this thing before it transformed into this, or erupt, and were said by the
No,
master.
I didn't.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, I think
from
Arturo was the only one.
I was in the hallway, and I didn't see it. But Arturo did mention that it looked like one of the ones that we fought out in the. Looked similar to ones that we fought out
Yes.
at the church, but it's obviously different.
Because I was going to bring up, last time they went down, they turned to ash. As in, even the body went to ash.
It did. But the body is here. And keeping in mind, this version of the demon looks a little different. Remember, it sort of came out as the worm and then morphed?
Yeah.
Only that.
So, yeah. All right.
So,
Sorry.
obviously,
Sorry, beforehand, real quick, because
Okay.
we've got those results. So, Naomi and Callisto, both of you know unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, that this person is partially lying. That was perfect. Anyway. And with your perception check, you see something walking through in the middle of the room towards Walter. You can't see it, but you sense it. It's almost as if there's an absence of wind that is making its way towards Walter. Now, I want to take a moment to appreciate the fact that Fantasy Grounds gave me a token for this invisible creature, and it's amazing. It is the best token I have ever fucking seen. Brilliant.
So I feel it heading towards Walter, but I can't see it.
It's like you see the you see the air moving in it's like a very unnatural breeze. Like, you know when someone walks through a fog and you see the fog kind of moving around them?
Yeah.
It's like that. You can't see something there, but the absence of like that breeze, that wind, that sound of movement is heading towards Walter.
I guess if I'm able to, I'm gonna try and push Walter out of the way and kind of. I guess I would be in his spot and push him one square if I can.
All right.
Try
You
to
push-
get him out.
You push Walter out of the way.
Walter,
As you
watch
do
out.
so. Ooh, I'm gonna use a jinx point on that. Hell nah to the na na na. Hell to the
Are
na
you
na.
gonna crit me
na,
instead of
na,
it just hit
na.
me?
Maybe. We'll see.
Gosh.
Much better.
Yep.
Critical hit. All right. As you kind of sit there and you're like, that's really hard to believe. I mean, you might have killed Arturo, but as soon as that happens, Naomi, you push Walter out of the way just in time as you watch the back of your chest explode with blood. And you can see a literal blood-soaked claw that is just invisible, dripping with blood. As you take 22 points of damage plus, sneak attack as well. Plus an extra 11 points of damage.
Oof.
As basically this thing rips its hand through your body. And as this happens, that is where we're going to end today's session.
I don't even know which one of us is dead.
That's very true. And I will have to privately message you at some point or another for you to figure out which Arturo you're playing. But that'll be after, of course, we go to Gen Con. So guys, I know this is awful. What a cliffhanger to end on. But guys, I've got some good news. I've got some exciting news here. First of all, let's start with the bad news. The bad news is I'm going to be not here for a couple of weeks because, 1 week technically. So, next week we will not be doing our regular schedule. We will be doing a bunch of very, very cool stuff though because I will be at Gen Con. So I will be in Indianapolis. We're going to be live streaming a bunch of different shows. We're going to be hanging out with Careful Cantrip, a bunch of our friends, making some content. I'll be doing a lot of stuff on Twitch and on Instagram as well. These are the two formats that you'll find me doing things. Instagram will be more like casual sort of stuff, and Twitch will be more like, video from the convention floor, talking and interviewing a few people, doing a ton of stuff, and things like that. So, that is my plan for next week. The following week, however, I will be back on the Tuesday, Wednesday, so there may not be a Monday, Wednesday session, but we will definitely have the Friday session, so we won't be missing that one. So we're only away from this one for 1 week. But don't fret, we aren't at the end of our schedule yet. For those of you who are interested, tomorrow we have Dag versus The Walking Dead, which we are going to be doing another chapter of that tomorrow morning. And then yeah, we're on break. Then we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And I have to go to America. That's a whole thing, which is going to be amazing and fun.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for you guys to be there on that journey as well. If you are going to Gen Con, remember, we do have a bunch of panels that I'm going to be doing. I'm doing one with Careful Cantrip, and I'm doing one with Jason from Critical Dice. So we're actually doing a live play with the other cast members from Quincy's Tavern. Unfortunately, Quincy is not attending Gen Con this year, so he won't be there. But the rest of us will be. And as a little bit of a secret behind the scenes sort of stuff, if you sign up for the Critical Dice game that I'll be a player in, it's actually going to be an Aki-themed adventure. So my character from Quincy's Tavern is going to be sort of the main character, and I'll be in Aki's costume for that particular show. So yeah, come check those out. Again, like I said, we have tons of panels. Some of them have sold out, so do get in quick. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so there you go. Let's see. Do I have links? I think I've got links somewhere, maybe. I don't have a link on hand, but yes. All cool stuff, all things there. What am I doing now? We're going to go raid. That's what we do. Guys, I hope you had a great time. I hope you are doing wonderfully. I know who's the real one is a very, very big trope. But I want to point out that we still do not actually know which Arturo is which. So Arturo might actually be perfectly fine, and the assassin might have been this wind thing as well. But Arturo could have secrets. Maybe it is the fake Arturo. Who knows? There are all these things still lined up, still trying to be figured out. But when we return, we will, of course, get to the bottom of so many different answers. But for now, however, until we meet again, thank you so much for joining us. I've been Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face, and you can find it a number of times during the week as we do a bunch of cool, fun, and different stuff. We are going to go and hang out with Scarlet64 because they are doing their Vecna one-shot. which I was very, very excited about. So we're going to go hang out with them. So, yeah, we're going to go say hi to them. So, guys, be wonderful. Be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free to be nice to people. And until we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.